When we think of the 4th of July, we picture fireworks, flags, and collective pride. But for melancholic people, this idea of freedom can feel strangely distant. How can someone feel caged while living in a free world? That's because the deepest prisons are often internal. Self-doubt, overthinking, emotional dependency. For melancholics, freedom is not just about external rights. It's about the ability to be fully themselves without the constant pressure to fit in or please others. True independence is not loud. It's silent, and it begins within. But how do you achieve that kind of inner liberation?
Melancholics are masters of introspection, but that same gift can become a trap. They often tie their self-worth to how well they perform, help, or avoid conflict. Many live enslaved to unspoken rules. Don't upset anyone, don't show weakness, be perfect. These invisible chains, passed down through childhood, trauma, or culture, go unnoticed. And yet, they restrict freedom more than any law. The question is, what if the bars aren't real? What if the mind is repeating an outdated script and you have the pen to rewrite it? One of the most common inner prisons for melancholics is the need to be liked. Always putting others first might seem noble, but it slowly eats away at authenticity. The fear of disappointing people, of being misunderstood, can make them shrink. Instead of expressing their truth, they adapt. They sacrifice their own peace to maintain someone else's comfort. But this constant self-erasure comes at a cost: emotional exhaustion, resentment, and identity confusion. Can you call it freedom if your life is lived through others' expectations?
Overthinking is a well-known trait in melancholics. But what if we saw it not as a flaw, but as an attempt to predict pain and avoid rejection? The problem is, this habit becomes a mental cage, constantly reviewing past conversations, fearing future reactions, second-guessing feelings. All of it steals emotional space. Freedom means letting go of the need to control every outcome. But how do you trust life when your past taught you to stay guarded? More than being liked, melancholics crave to be understood. When that doesn't happen, which is often, it creates a quiet despair. They start wondering, is there something wrong with me? Many internalize the idea that their depth is too much, and so they hide. But freedom means reclaiming your complexity. It means accepting that not everyone will get you, and that's okay. The goal isn't universal approval, it's inner alignment. How would life feel if you stopped waiting for permission to be who you are?
For melancholics, freedom isn't about noise or rebellion. It's about stillness. It's about the quiet confidence to walk your path, even if it's not popular. Real freedom means choosing presence over performance, depth over distraction, self-respect over self-sacrifice. It's the moment when you stop fighting who you are and start honoring it. But even knowing that, where do you begin?
Freedom starts with one brave decision: to stop abandoning yourself. That means saying no without guilt, setting boundaries, and allowing space for your real voice. It's learning to sit with discomfort instead of avoiding it. It's being okay with being different. This emotional independence doesn't happen overnight. It's a practice. But with each step, the weight lifts. Your truth becomes your guide, not your enemy. Are you ready to take that first step? If this video touched something inside you, it means your inner voice is still alive and asking to be heard. Freedom for a melancholic begins when you stop seeing your sensitivity as a flaw and start embracing it as strength. This 4th of July, while the world celebrates outer independence, let this be your declaration of emotional freedom. If this message resonated, give this video a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel, because this space is for you, the quiet, deep, and powerful. You are not broken. You are becoming whole.